Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of An Everyday Life of an Aspie. I'm joined again today with my little sister, Danielle. And I'm here, obviously, as you guys know me classically as Aspie. As you've been following me right now, just for fun, time out period, obviously leading up to maybe New Year's, as I said, as promised, I'll be bringing out some fun and entertainment. So as I said, these are just going to be 4 challenges tag videos that we're going to do together for now, and hopefully maybe later on in the year or mid-year we'll agree to meet up again. If you want to see more of us doing these challenges, just let us know maybe in the comments below, and let us know also how we're getting on with these challenges, if you're liking them and that, and what you want us, give us an idea if you want to, just for your guys input on maybe what you want to see this year for us to do. And then hopefully I'll give you the heads up to where I am at with my whereabouts and so on and so forth. So this one's obviously the challenge number 3 idea that we're coming up with obviously right now, and it's would you rather. Obviously you may have seen it on some people's YouTube channel. This one's obviously is going to be read out on my phone of this game app, obviously of this app. So hopefully some of it won't be too rude and crude, and hopefully it'll be as user friendly as probably if there's any kids around watching the videos and whatnot. So I humbly apologize. So if you hear anything that's out of the ordinary of some of these questions that we're gonna answer and whatnot, please don't feel too offended. We're trying to be as honest and genuine as well, basically, as we're doing this type challenge especially, and we just want to be able to connect with you all one way or another. So this one also we're going to cover for the topics we agreed on of this would you rather, which obviously going to be 5 questions in these categories, which are as follows: travel, food, family, work, and school. So hopefully basically these categories of these answers, like I said, will answer as discreetly as possible and as genuine as possible. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. Let's say drum roll please. Let's begin this game.
Travel.
Okay, this is travel while reading. You can read the question for this one.
Would you have your flight delayed by 8 hours or lose your luggage? That haven't happened to me before.
So nothing like that for you? I've lost my luggage once upon a time when I actually did fly. Quite frankly, it took an hour and a half to track it back. Obviously, when I was traveling on my own. This was at the time when I was basically, I can't remember how old, but I was traveling up to Tokoroa pretty much, and that at this point of time, basically,
It's supposed to be would you rather have your flight delayed or lose your luggage? Oops.
Okay, let's rephrase this. We'll swipe that. What it's reading here is obviously, would you rather have your flight delayed by 8 hours or lose your luggage? Okay, 86% obviously said have your flight delayed by 8 hours, and 13% say lose their luggage.
I'd rather lose my luggage.
Next one. You'll read the travel ones. Will go bit by bit.
Would you be able to visit 100 years in the past or 100 years in the future?
What would they say?
40% say they will be able to visit 100 years in the past, and 60% would have 100 years in the future. Would you rather be riding coach on a transcontinental flight or caught between a fighting couple? Which is 41% would rather ride coach on a transcontinental flight, and 59% would like to be caught between a fighting couple. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Would you rather wear tux/formal for everywhere you go for the next 2 weeks, or camp out in a tent in your mother's backyard for 1 week? Which is 70% that says they wear tux and formal everywhere they go for the next 2 weeks, and 30% would go camp out in a tent.
Next one was, as we agreed on, was food. Okay. Would you rather eat a stick of butter or snort a table of salt. 72% obviously would rather eat a stick of butter, and 27% would rather actually snort a tablespoon of salt.
On the top one.
Okay, next question was, would you rather drink a cup of spoiled milk, or would you pee your pants in public? 15% would say they'll drink a cup of spoiled milk, and 85% would rather pee their pants in public. That's a huge percentage, what do you think, guys? Now, number 3 of the questions, would you rather give up alcohol for the next 30 days, or would you have to butcher your own meat for the next 90 days? 41% said obviously they'll give up alcohol for the next 30 days, and 59% said they would have to butcher their own meat for the next 90 days. Last question. Would you rather spend 2 months living in a nursing home, or spend 2 weeks eating only from Taco Bell? Okay, so obviously we know this game is obviously American here. Hopefully we're not offending you guys. Number 13% obviously basically said they'll spend 2 months obviously living in a nursing home, while 87% would rather spend 2 weeks eating tacos from Taco Bell. Next one we'll agreed on is family. Moving on, Danielle.
Would you rather be homeless, or would you rather live without family and friends, which is 50% would rather be homeless? Oh, well, this is actually equal, 50% for both.
Okay, that's cool then.
Would you rather be ugly and marry a good-looking person, or would you rather be good-looking and marry an ugly person? 15% would rather be ugly and marry a good-looking person, and 85% would rather be good-looking and marry an ugly person.
Well, that goes to show with those statistics how I look at it before we continue, just to put my input in here, how I feel about that, is basically, obviously it's how we feel about it, how we feel about it in ourselves, as well as maybe that other person, even though many people will always argue appearance is everything, y'all. We should be basically looking at just the appearance, but how I look at it is not just the appearance, as the personality as well, because obviously appearance can be deceiving on the outside to people. Obviously you could be rich and famous and everything, but inside yourself you may be not that confident in yourself in any way possible. Moving on, Danielle.
Would you rather be a parent or a child?
This is an interesting one.
41% would rather be a parent, and 59% would rather be a child.
Sounds about right. I'll agree on that. Many people would. Last question for that one.
Would you rather have a child that you must give up for adoption after 1 year, or would never be able to have any children of your own? Which this is also 50-50. Again, you just got to remember though, based on these questions that we're writing out on these would you rathers, because this will be depending on the person obviously that has been answering these questions to build up these statistics, and obviously it's depending on the individual, each to their own of their answers, whatever it may be, so we need to bear that in mind also. So next one we're looking at is work, if we can find it, of the category work. Now, this is fun. I'm gonna giggle like this because when I used to be working, well, not working, but I was actually doing my placement. Was not a good look sometimes when I was tired and grumpy. Would you rather 1, be in your pajamas all day, or 2, be in your suit all day? Well, the first one, obviously, 41% said that they would rather be in their pajamas all day, and 59% would rather be in their suit all day. Next question, moving along, is would you rather be poor and work at a job you love, or be rich and work at a job you hate? This is a problem that coincides and can be a conflict of interest of this kind of question that I have been talking to some people that I'm hoping to maybe talk about in the way of employments and stuff, of how we feel about it in a way of job factors versus whatever else it may be in this day and age, because obviously again, people's opinions are changing every time based on these topics. So question number 3 was 13% said be poor and work at a job that they loved, and
87% of them said be rich and work at a job that they hated.
Oh, what?
Right. Would you rather work really hard at an interesting job or slack off at a boring job? 70% will say usually that they'll work really hard at an interesting job. Because obviously, as I see it, when you're working hard at an interesting job, you will have that motivation and you'll have the love for it, obviously, I guess. What would you think?
I would.
Would you agree on that one? How I'm saying it?
Work hard, yeah, you would work hard.
So
I would
when
do
you work,
either.
but when you work hard, though, how you look at it, would you say that you'll have more motivation to do the actual work that you love?
Yeah.
You know? If you know what I'm getting. Hopefully you guys understand what we're trying to say in our matter of opinions when we're sharing this.
Because that could be both answers.
Yeah, it could be either. Like I said, conflicting again. Okay, last but not least, 30% said they'll slack off at a boring job. Last but not least, on the topics we agreed on is
school.
Wherever we can find
school.
School.
I hate school.
Read on, Danielle.
Would you rather be the most popular kid in the school, or would you rather be the smartest kid at school? Which just can be conflicted too.
Yeah.
Because there's 70% that would rather be the most popular kid in school, while 30% would rather be the smartest kid in school. Would you rather relieve one random week of high school, or would you rather watch the birth of your own birth?
Watch your video of your own birth. Oh, shikes.
With me, I wouldn't.
Okay. What's the percentage child that's reading there?
86% would relieve one random week of high school, while the 13% would rather watch a video of their own birth.
That sounds a bit interesting.
Would you rather have a photographic memory or gain an extra 40 IQ points? Well, with IQ, it shouldn't matter how high the IQ is.
Yeah, at the end of the day, IQ, basically how I look at it, basically, you know, we are who we are, obviously, in this photographic generation we are, and, you know, no matter what, we are all different, and we all have our different IQ levels, regardless what age and stage we are in our life, I reckon.
Which, 13% would rather have a photographic memory, while 87% gain an extra 40 IQ points. One more question.
So one more question we're looking at.
Oh, I don't like this question.
Okay, my sister's giggling as well as I am. So, because again, it's a difference of opinion on this question, obviously.
Because it's either or.
Yes, we agree on that.
Would you rather attend school at Hogwarts or live in Narnia? Well, which is what we're trying to say is equal, so I was laughing.
So that's a tiebreaker of what people were saying, obviously, weren't they?
Yeah, which is both 50%, so 50% of whatever number.
So it makes it up to 100% on total of whoever, yeah. Okay, well, that ends our game for this one. Give us a like for thumbs up for support. Maybe comment below, obviously, some of the, questions you would rather do, or as I said before in the previous piece, as of hopefully after New Year's, I'll be sharing out you guys some more of my social media profile or sites so that you can connect with me and engage with me there as well. It's all about hopefully being in touch with each other, touch basis, hopefully. Feel free to also private message me either in the AspieAnswersAll or just on here in the full screen of YouTube. Feel free to also follow me on Twitter and Facebook for now, AspieAnswersAll. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, so hopefully that you can see some more daily, weekly updates of what I've been up to, either with my sister or on my own. As said, hopefully this 2017 will be a bit more brighter, hopefully, and I'll be able to engage with you all a bit more. So hopefully you enjoyed this. So take care. Aspie signing out as well as my little sister. Ciao for now.
And
bye.
Look after each other.
Yes. Look after one another, obviously. And as I always say, do what you love what you do. Aspie signing out. Ciao for now.
Ciao.